So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront, and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I know it's the holiday season and you're probably not back to the office yet, but you soon will be. And when you are, when you punch back in, you will be having lots of problems. You'll be having lots of solutions. And did you know they both live in the same place? It is the Daily Boost from motivationtomove.com. How you doing? 20 seasons for us coming soon. My name is Scott Smith. Good to have you. By the way, thanks for the support all these years. And also thank you for putting up with me today. I'm a little phlegmy, not because I'm sick. I feel fine. Thank you. But because I've been staying up late, I've been going out too much. I've been eating and drinking far too much of everything. Just praying for Detox Day coming January 2nd, right? That's probably the 4th, probably a couple of days out. We got to get through the weekend right before we start. Isn't that the way it works? I think so. Anyway, I'll do the best I can. So when I started this program almost 20 years ago, I started with an initial slogan. You've heard me say it 1,000 times. Life begins when you move. Scott Logic kicked in. I simply said, listen, if I can move my body, move my mind, move my spirit, move my business, if I can move it, something was going to happen. It's that take action principle, right? So it was cool. So I got my podcast. I go out there. I start preaching the gospel of life begins when you move. And people believe me, which is weird because I was a beginner back then. But they did. Then a couple of weeks later, I get an email from a lady and she goes, Scott, love your idea. I've been moving. I've been at the gym. I've been on a diet, but then I stopped. Can't believe I just fell off the wagon. Didn't go back to the gym. I guess life got in the way. So my first thought was, wow, that's a great slogan. I know. It is. My second thought was, I wonder why that happened and how can we fix that? I know I've learned how to go to that one first. Over the years, I've learned something. Life always begins when you move. Life will always get in the way. And most of your time is going to be spent between the lines, which is where I learned to spend most of my time on a day-to-day basis with all the coaching work that I do and everything else, and even my business operations. I find myself between the lines a lot. And it's so frustrating when you can touch it, when you can feel it. Something is in your way. I don't know what it is. Maybe you're sleepy. You can't get out of bed to go to the gym. Maybe your boss won't let you have time off from work. Something's going on and you just can't get motion. So, I like to ride my motorcycle. I've got a 2024 Harley Street Glide. I like to ride it fast, but sometimes I can't do that. Because I was out riding yesterday over the holiday season. I know it's scary. All you guys are crazy drivers out there, and I'm on a motorcycle. But I'm good, and I'm lucky. I'm riding my motorcycle, and I was on a 2-lane road. It's a little bit out of Daytona, heading back into Deland. And I'm stuck behind a slow-moving truck. Don't you hate that? When you're going down a 2-lane road and you're stuck behind a truck. And it's really bad if it's a solid line and a dotted line. So you know you can pass if you want to, right? But you're stuck behind this truck. But there I was. I was between the lines, but I was stuck. And I like being between the lines. I mean, it's a safe place to be, right? But I wasn't going anywhere. And trust me, on my motorcycle, I like to cross over and go really fast. I like to be one of the bikers. You say, slow down, man. I go fast. But I'll only go in that left lane going fast, not between the right lines, until I see another car. Then I'm right back on the other side. But when you get back to the between the lines and you're stuck behind a slow-moving truck, ouch, that hurts. But you know what? That's where most people live in their lives. I can tell you that because I work with a ton of people. It's a safety trap. Between the lines keeps you safe. You're doing what you're supposed to do. You're following all the rules, but you're stuck behind something slow. Coming up, goals, all the stuff that's happening soon. It's coming your way, but you might get stuck behind something that does not allow you to move. But you will have a moment of awareness. I had a choice: stay safe behind the truck and stuck, or find a way to move. I don't know. What'd you do? What did I do?
I see you.
Avatar: Fire and Ash is now streaming on Disney+. It's the film critics are calling the best Avatar yet.
Yeah! Go, 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 go!
A true epic and completely jaw-dropping.
This is the only pure thing in this world.
Return to Pandora on Disney+.
It will be an adventure for the whole family.
And watch the Oscar-winning phenomenon at home.
This is sick!
Avatar: Fire and Ash, now streaming on Disney+. Rated PG-13.
Here's what you do. You assess the situation. You find out, well, okay, where's the opening? How can I get out of here? How can I just, look around and gun it and get around this truck? Can I do it safely? That's what you do. You got to get around it. So this makes common sense, right? It's just Scott logic kicking in here. So let me break it down a little bit more. This is life. You get between the lines, the safe place, the known path, the plan you made. Then life gets in the way, a slow truck, an obstacle that you didn't expect. It's kind of a void, right? People will stay stuck there in this void between the lines. They'll wait for the truck to move, but that's not where life happens. So your work is pretty simple. Your work is you have to become aware of whatever is keeping you stuck where you are. Then what I do is this. I inventory what's going on around me. I look around and I see, well, what's really happening here? A lot of people don't do this. I call it being aware, or the Daily Awareness Diary helps you do that. Awareness level goes up. If I'm stuck someplace, the first thing I have to do is become aware of the fact that I'm stuck and what is causing this problem. It's likely not what you think, or very likely, because I've talked to a lot of you guys. You know what it is, you just won't admit it. So you take an inventory. Literally, you look at everything around you and say, well, it's because I'm eating poorly. Listen, if you're drinking, finishing up the alcohol from the holidays and wondering why you're not going to the gym the next day, you know the answer. So do I. So you do an inventory, you figure out what's blocking you, and guess what? You just point it out and say, fine, let's make my move. Let's get out and find a new way. If you do that, you can be between these safe lines, but you can also get life moving again. It's that easy. We can stand up, we can take a step, we can repeat. Now we go deep, deep, deep. What ends up happening is when you're between the lines, honestly, we take an inventory, we look around to see what's happening. And sometimes, yes, we need some frameworks and some recipes and things like that to get out of it. How do I do this? But you can't do anything if you don't know what you have to go fix, right? So if you're stuck, if you're between the lines, look around, see what's keeping you there, and figure out how to make your move.